Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron. I hope you're having a great day or night in Jesus. We're on evangelicalbibles.com, evangelicalbibles.com. These are the premium Bible sellers. They only deal in premium Bibles. It's not the only place you can get these. Look around, maybe find them cheaper, but they are great. Free shipping, on and so forth over a certain amount. And so we're going to be looking at Cambridge Bibles right now. Fine Cambridge Bibles. So the first one we come to is a new one. I've got a review on this. Is the Cambridge Topaz Bible, which is a large print Bible with side column reference. It is a 2-column reference, but the references are on the side. I do love how they're experimenting where to put references: center column, bottom reference, side column, on and so forth. And a Cambridge Topaz is going to run you goat skin about $230, dark blue goat skin $245. Now I'm going to say these have prices marked out of like $355. Here's a goat skin $230. Here's a calf split. Now the calf split it's not just regular calf skin like Mariva calf skin. If I remember, is it the bottom part of the calf skin? It's either the top or the bottom. I want to say split calf is the bottom. It's not as good a quality. Now, I say it's not as good a quality, and it's not as supple, not nearly. But if you're traveling with it, it tends to be harder and stiffer, and that can be, it doesn't get scuffed as bad. So there's some people, depending on their situation, it actually turns out better for them, and you can get great quality Bibles, a little less expensive. It's only got 2 ribbon markers. The goat skin has 3 ribbon markers. And here's another brown split calf, $165. Now, also one thing you've got to look at with Cambridge Bibles is they've always had, I say always, for many, many decades, a very pure text Bible. I remember at Pentecostal Publishing House, they used to have to, for years, had to check everything by the second paragraph, 1769 Benjamin Blaney Cambridge edition. And even though it was done at Oxford, if I'm not mistaken, it's always kind of Paris did the Cambridge, he did the Oxford edition, and Blaney opposite there, if my memory serves me correctly. So, Words of Christ in red, on and so forth. So, you may just want to make sure this is your preferred text type. You would want to maybe even see my video on this, because I did that years ago when I was more up on this Topaz, or check on the Cambridge website. The Cambridge Turquoise, now this is classic. It comes like from the 1920s. From 1900, 1950, you had the long primers, the turquoise, all types of classic type prints that are still considered some of the best around, if not the best around. Now, the comfort print, that was the Topaz, is they kind of try to get with the comfort print deal with Nelson and Holman and all this from 2K Denmark. So it's kind of their version of that. But a lot of people still prefer, for readability, these old Cambridge, Oxford typesets, Collins, all kinds of people back in those days. There's another one, Ear Spottiswood. So the turquoise center column reference, unbelievable. It's running $235. See, they're normally like $380. And see, that's another thing. Okay, the calf skin's $380, $235. Here's a goat skin, $355, $220. So again, that goes back to the, sometimes calf skin is as good or better quality and definitely more expensive than goat skin. And then here's the turquoise KJV Reference Bible calf split. If you want it in a great quality, but a little cheaper price. Now, if they do PayPal, I'm not sure if they do PayPal. A lot of times on PayPal, let's say you get this calf split for $140, and depending on if they're doing $99 6 months same as cash, or $149 6 months same as cash, split that up for $30 a month, you can have your premium Bible, and then after that, buy you another one, and if the Lord wants you to. you might want to give it to the poor or something. So the turquoise, a lot of people like to preach with the turquoise. It is large print. Then what many people feel is the finest Bible made is the Cambridge Concord Reference. And it's because it's great print, smaller, thinner Bible, center column reference, very readable, goat skin, 3 ribbon markers. Cambridge has yet new Bible boxes, which I've done a review just on Cambridge Bible boxes because Cambridge Bible boxes tend to be so iconic. Full yap, $245. That's great. Normally $375, $360. Cambridge Concord red letter, black goat skin with 2 ribbon markers. Not full yap. $195, black letter $195, they're normally $295. Split calf $122, split calf indexed $142. I remember indexing used to be little thumb index tabs in there, cut in $5 and $7, $9, $10. Now here it's $20. Now the Cambridge Concord Personal Reference is just the smaller of the Concord. Now currently they don't have any. I don't know if they're going to be printing anymore or what. And then the Cambridge Concord wide margin. A lot of people love this, and it lets you write in 4 sides, and I think 3 of the sides are more than the gutter side, but it still has room to write in the gutter. I remember way back in the day Cambridge didn't have it in the gutter. Which is where the split in the page is. Great stuff. The Cambridge Cameo, which I've got right there with the Apocrypha, because I'm wanting to read the Apocrypha the way it was in the King James. This was originally produced in the 1920s for letterpress printing. They're saying that these are disintegrating, but I think maybe they've got them computerized. I'm not sure. So here's a Cambridge Cameo Century Edition vintage calfskin full yap, absolutely beautiful Bible cover, like this hard slipcase, $250, goat skin $175, another goat skin $175, calfskin $135, with the Apocrypha $140. So again, price these out. You can find them cheaper sometimes. The Venerable Pit Minion, this is like their thin line. This is actually a 2nd edition. I'm going to read a little bit about it. Originally done in the 30s, they pioneered a typeface designed by Stanley Morrison, typographical consultant to Cambridge University Press to the Times newspaper. He well understood the need for Bibles to be printed in type that was legible, yet not so large to make the finished book unwieldy. A lot of people like the Pit Minion, and you can get a Cambridge Bible in goat skin for under $100 here, $97.50. And I'm punching this in. Yeah, this looks like they've kind of redone it in a paragraph kind of form. So on eBay, you can still a lot of times get 1st edition Pit Minions. This is 2nd edition. Choice is yours, which one you like the best. And I've got reviews on all these, multiple reviews on the channel. Then the Cambridge Family Chronicle Bible, absolutely joy of scholarship, of readability. Got a review on the channel of this. Unbelievable, blue hardback. It's made for family Bible reading. I think it maybe has Gustave Doré pictures in there. And then my personal favorite of all time of every Bible is the Cambridge large print French Morocco. Now I wish they didn't make it in French Morocco. I wish they made it in real Morocco. Don't be deceived, because a lot of people say, I got a Moroccan leather Bible. The goat skin Moroccan is far better quality than lambskin Moroccan, which is what French Moroccan leather is. So don't be deceived by that. But the large print text, as far as portability, readability, just know there's no references anywhere. There's not even a concordance in the back. You can also get that same thing from Trinitarian Bible Society. And then the Cambridge Standard Text Bible, this is what Sister Waldron uses. And you're talking about a great readable Bible in very thin, Only $60 here. It says temporary unavailable, no due date. So who knows? I hope they didn't put this thing out of print. $60. It's also known as the Emerald Bible. You can get kind of the same thing from Trinitarian Bible Society. Then the New Cambridge Paragraph Bible. David Norton painstakingly collated the established text of the KJV with the translator's original notes, and he presented a text as intended by them, but introduced consistent modern spelling and presentation. I've done reviews on this. I've read this. I've read pushback. It's a little change to me, quite a bit, and I'm not sure that Norton's all of that is exactly right, that Norton did that exactly right. And then one last one from Cambridge, the Illuminated Gospel of John, $50, King James, and but it is something like from the Book of Hours, from the 1200s, in vellum kind of thing, handwritten in traditional calligraphic script, and an exquisite fine art edition of St. John's Gospel, illuminated by artist calligrapher James Sullivan, inspired by Celtic art, 160 pages, incredible. I've done reviews on the original vellum. I've got one or two of those floating around in my library, not of the whole thing, just pages. The pages are expensive enough. And then I found one of these, like I think at a library sale for $2 or $3 one day. Not of this identical one, but one like it. Fall in love with the Word. See you later. Subscribe, hit the bell notification. Bye-bye.